Anthem TV, a free streaming digital community. With a click of a mouse or a tap on your phone, you have instant access to free TV shows, movies on demand, music, pay-per-view events, and so much more. Download Anthem TV on your smartphone, smart TV, or any streaming device and enjoy instant access. Subscribe and download Anthem TV today.
Cannot thank everybody enough. So many people that contribute to that barbecue, from the kids that volunteer to pick up the trash,
Damn.
all the way up to
You got kids picking up trash? Like,
Yeah,
here's
volunteer.
some money. But y'all go pick up this trash.
volunteers. Yeah, absolutely. The kids take pride in it, man. So from the kids picking up trash and the volunteers, all the way up to you and Jose and Nathaniel and all the committee members, and Ed Bermea, the committee chair, to all of our vendors and all of our
You let
teams.
Bermea be the committee chair?
He was great. He was fantastic at it. He was about ready to commit suicide by the time the day was over. Not because anything went poorly. It was just it consumed him.
And it was his wife's birthday.
It was his wife. They knew
Like,
that, though. That was
I
okay.
know.
They were okay with that. But and I went to the cooks meeting on Friday at 6:00. They had like a big meeting with all the teams.
Oh, yeah.
And Ed was just holding shop. We got to do this. You got to do that. You have to comply with this. You have to comply with that. That's not my problem. The city will come and revoke you. So if I don't, he was just like firing and brimstoning, and they were all just like staring at him like Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was in the back, and I kind of snuck in, and I raised my hand toward the end. Excuse me, Ed, why are you so mean to everybody? And everybody cracked up, and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm a school teacher."
Yeah. That's like, got to
But
talk.
I put the man in there because I knew he'd get the job done, and he did. So thank you to Ed Bermea, the head of our barbecue committee, everybody that contributed, whether you were a technically committee or not. Shout out to one and all. I appreciate it very much. What a
Who won
great
brisket?
day.
You remember who won brisket?
I do.
Did Marbach Miracles repeat?
It was a team called Carol G, a husband-wife duo.
No
She used to be a teacher at Thomas Jefferson High.
Nice.
She also headed up, when she was there, the barbecue team at Jeff. And I was joking that, hey, it's Jefferson High. I mean, you may not go to college, you might as well learn how to cook meat. And so she was telling me all these stories where, all these
Carol Q.
Is that what I said?
G.
That's Daniel right there. What's up, Daniel? So he and his wife, they won brisket. They won 2 first-place trophies. Out of the 5 categories, they took home 2 first-place trophies.
Nice.
Yeah, they were talking shit too.
Yeah, and we're talking
were?
shit. I loved it. It was great.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah, and so she headed up the barbecuing team at Jeff and missed doing it. And I'm like, dang, that's serious. And still talks to kids all the time that
Good
used
for
to
her.
cook with her, and they go to competitions. There was a kid that was cooking there with them this weekend, an old student and all that kind of thing. And yeah, they didn't
Everything
they
I
didn't have
sampled.
to shut up because they
yeah.
put up.
Everything I sampled was good. So shout out to all the teams.
That was
I-
awesome,
I
man.
tried to make my way to every one of them,
I
but
appreciate it, man.
I was full. You think them samples ain't gonna get you full, but you look up, you're like, damn, man, I'm kind of full.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And
Good times.
So it was a great time. I appreciate it very much, everybody that showed up to the barbecue. And yeah, great times. Thank you. That's it. Now I'm still in recovery mode, man, because I got 25,000 steps in on Saturday.
Good job.
And went home dirty as hell because I wore chanclas out there in that field and was beaten down and
Man,
not
Phil,
drunk.
Not
drunk.
That's a big ass bunker. All saying.
Dude, we killed aldergrass.
What's up with the grass? What y'all do over there?
I don't know. It used to be grassy, but not anymore.
Yeah.
I can't account for that.
It's all good.
It was beachy, and went home and went straight to the shower, and then straight to bed.
Yeah.
Took about a 90-minute nap and got up and still recovered.
Then Sunday we had to do instant rewind.
Yeah, but that was fine. It was not
That
till
was
6
good.
o'clock. It was
Yeah.
a good show, and I feel still groggy though, but it was all worth it, and I thank everybody for that. Thank y'all very, 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 very much. All right. And then we had a big announcement during the thing on Saturday. For those who don't know, and do you have a link to this? Let me send you a link, Buki.
A link? I could get the flyer up.
Here's the flyer.
Yeah, but this is also like people that are watching our show on their phone can't click a flyer. We'll send you the Eventbrite link to this.
Please do.
And post it as you feel free to do so. So here, copy. This is an actual link to the they can actually buy the tickets on this link here.
And what are they buying tickets for?
I just sent it. I'm about to tell you, sir. So it just got sent to both of you guys. So y'all share that, copy and paste that to your heart's desire. On Saturday, Rudy and I had a major, major show announcement, a major, major company announcement. We have filed a lawsuit against former employees of our company. I'm kidding. That's not true. That's not the news. The news is my kids always tell me that the best podcasters do live concerts. My two oldest kids spent, I don't know, I think it was like $70 a piece. And this is sitting in the nosebleed, by the way, and went to the American Airlines Center up where the Dallas Mavs and Stars play to watch some YouTube show that's crazy popular. And I'm like, wait, you spent how much money? What was the band that was? Oh, yeah, Daddy, we're going to the American. We're going to go to Dallas. We're going to a concert. Oh, cool. Who are y'all going to go see? I figured it'd be some, you're going to go. Who are you going to see?
Whatever.
What band are you going to go see? No, it's not a band. Oh, you want to see a stand-up comic? No, we're going to see. And they gave me the name of the show. I'm like, what? What the hell is that? I thought it was a band that I'm not aware of.
Right.
Turns out it was a live YouTube show. And I'm like, really? Y'all going to spend $70 to sit in the top of the bleachers to see a YouTube show do their show live? Yeah, it's the best show it's our favorite show. And this was like a year ago when I'm like, God dang.
Yeah, I seen Shannon and Ocho went on like a nationwide tour.
And I've
seen people doing this.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the podcast that the great Will Arnett does with Jason Bateman. They have a real famous podcast, and they went like on an 8-city tour doing their show live. It was on Netflix and everything.
Yeah, it was a thing.
I'm still trying to get used to the new world that we live in here. And so let's keep getting used to it. On June 21st, which is the longest day of the year, as it were, Rudy and I are going to have a longest day. Smartless. That's it, Ruben. Thank you, man. The name of the Jason Bateman podcast. It's great. On June 21st, which happens to be the summer solstice, Rudy J and I are going to celebrate the longest day of the year with a live performance of In the Building, live in concert. That was the announcement we made on Saturday. Now, the flyer says 5 p.m. to 11.
We're not going to do that.
If we make it to 9, I'll be happy.
Well, we're not going to. Well, I mean, there's, they're going to have food, we have drinks. So, it's, it may not be us 5 to 11, but we could party 5 to 11.
Well, even if it ends at 9 or whatever, we'll stick around and have a good time and play grab ass with everybody that shows up. We're also going to be offering up opportunities to have a meet and greet with us, like meet and greet. Get the fuck out of here, like we're famous. Yeah. Meet and greet, everything. And here's the funniest part of all: this show is going to be done our first ever. This is historical because if this goes okay, I'm not even going to say great. If it goes okay, Rudy and I are going to start doing more of these live shows.
We are.
I think so, man. I think it's a great way to get exposure home.
No, it is. I'm just like, damn, we are. No, I know.
Yeah.
You already told me.
Well, you have to. You've been told. Yes.
Yeah, I already know. I'm just doing the bit.
I rarely tell you what to do. Like next, have I ever told you what to do? No. I'm not telling you to do this. I'm telling you it's in our best interest to do these live shows. They're great if we do it right. If you and I do our part and we do it right, these things can really take off for us. And so we're going to do one. And the funniest part of all in this live in the building concert we're going to do on June 21st is that we're doing it at a church.
It's not a church.
The walls may bleed. I walk in there.
It's a theater inside of a church.
It's an event center that's on the church property.
Yeah.
It belongs to the church.
It's not the church.
They
it ain't the pulpit.
So the name of the church is High Waves, which is a great name for me. I'm an ocean lover. How great is that? Right. High Waves Church on the far southwest side.
Yeah.
Not far from you. It almost loops so west.
Yeah. It's kind of near the Wolf.
It's a little bit past the Wolf, off of Highway 90, just past 1604. So it's a haul.
Yeah.
But I always hear from people on the south side. Y'all never come do shit on the south
Is that
side.
the South though? Ain't that more the
But
West?
I always hear from people on the west side.
The West, yeah. Whatever it is.
Y'all are always
Is it
got your
Southwest? I don't
stuck
know.
up, always up in the north side. Blah blah blah. Mr. 09er, blah blah blah. Okay, you Meffers. We're going to a place that's right in between the south and the west side. I think they call that the southwest side. So we coming to the southwest side. There's the marker right there. Bouquet just listed a map of it right there. So it's west south from San Antonio.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'll roll with that.
It's right across the street from Texas Golf Club for the golfers out there.
Okay, yeah. Okay, very good.
Is it?
There's a Texas Cheer Liquor not far from there too.
Yes.
It's a haul. It's out there. All right. But this is Southwest. Now you can go, you can come from anywhere you want to attend this, but this is where our first live concert will come down on June 21st, 2025. The doors open at 5:00. We're going to have a couple of comedians lead off for us, probably doing 5 to 7 minute sets. Cameron Andecover is a redheaded white boy who's married to a Mexican girl from this
I met
town.
him Saturday.
He's a young stand-up comic that's just getting going, and I think he's really funny. He's a longtime Thunderdomer, and he's going to do a set. Also, my girlfriend, Nina Duran of Bean and Cheese Me. Nina is going to do a stand-up set to lead into me and Rudy's live performance that night at High Waves Church. God knows what that woman's going to wind up saying about. Maybe she won't say anything about me, but I doubt it. I bet she does at least a little bit. So that's it. So I noticed one guy just in the chat's like, "Wait, don't y'all do a live show every day?" Not like this. This is different. This will be different.
This is uncouth.
I ignored that. I saw that.
This is different.
I get it.
No, this is a live concert. You know, it's our show, but there'll be things done and things said that we've never said or done before.
You never know what Mike's gonna do.
You're gonna
I'm gonna just say Mike.
Oh, okay. You did us.
You never know what Mike's gonna say, and then next thing you know, I'm piling on. So you never know.
You're gonna get an entirely different view of the two of us.
I might play some instruments, J-Rod.
That would be nice.
I think a rap concert probably ought to be in order between the two of us. You know, we might ought to make.
Well, you got your gospel rap. We in the church.
I'm saying maybe Bouquet will have an egg. We'll see if he's dedicated to our show or not. We'll test his dedication to the company. So that's it, man. And so be expecting more announcements over the next few weeks as we get closer to this thing.
You're a month out, dude.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Shit.
I know.
It would be a little funny if one bit for the show, just Jose tries different foods, and you guys could just watch me just
That'd be a good bit.
puke on stage.
Yeah, mukbang, something like that. That's gonna be kick-ass. Yeah.
Maybe we should have a glizzy gobbling contest.
You know me, Rudy.
Time
I can
out.
take some glizzies.
What is a glizzy goblin contest?
Glizzies? Glizzies are hot dogs.
Oh, okay. I did not know that we don't call them that on the 09 side of town.
Yeah. They are.
You talking about a penis?
No,
Okay.
hot dog.
No, we're glizzy.
Jose is a glizzy goblin some bitch.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Did you guys know that relish was pickles? By the way, something I learned.
Yes,
oh my
Jose.
God.
Something I learned.
Dude,
recently.
turn your mic off.
Hey, Jose, did you know Nolan Ryan was a baseball player at one time?
I had no idea that
Did
they
you
were
know-
pickles. I was like,
Did you
what
know
the
that
fuck?
Rudy's black?
What do you think?
Hey, what?
I thought it was just relish. I couldn't believe it.
You thought there was a vegetable just called relish that
Yeah.
grew and it was called relish?
Yeah, you just
Ah,
chop it up
jeez.
into whatever the fuck it is. And yeah.
You know what? He's young. I mean, we're grooming him in our image. It's
I
going to
couldn't
take a
believe it.
while. It's
Yeah.
a process.
I
It's an
will- I'll
absolute
groom him.
process.
There's
Look,
sweet
look,
relish.
man, I am super stoked for this. I can't wait for this. So Bouquet has already linked links so you can buy tickets. It's through Eventbrite. You can buy tickets for the In the Building live show right now on either one of our chat sites, which, okay, for the second show in a row, you are able to chat with us today. You are not able to tip this program, and that is unfortunate. We're going to have it fixed. I'm very confident very, very soon. We had some stuff go down within our setup last week. I kept saying we had an IT issue. we actually had we had some malfeasance that we have had to put a fire out for in the last couple of days, and we continue to do so. We're getting closer to fixing it. For right now, if you know your membership is on freeze, and you're not able to
Music,
send any
please.
money. And the reason for that is because we have reason to believe that some of our cash was going to other people, not us. Okay, so we had to shut our system down and completely restart it from scratch. Todo Loco says hacked. Kind of in court, that's probably not the correct term.
No.
But ballpark, Todo Local, you're warm. That's a warm guess. I don't want to get into the detail, but we've had to shut our system down, reboot it, and kind of restart it. Bear with us. We'll have the memberships back up and running. We'll have the ability for you to tip us back up and running. Trust me, we take it very serious because we're losing money with every day that you're not able to tip this show, and that fucking sucks. And I don't want but I didn't want that to ruin barbecue weekend.
No.
I didn't want that to ruin our announcement of our live concert either. So that's coming down June 21, the longest day of the year party / Alive in the Building at High Waves Church Event Center on the far west side off of Highway 90, just past you pass Wolf Stadium, you pass 1604, and just outside 1604, a little ways down, is High Waves Church.
I know exactly where it's at now.
All right, very good. Thank you, boys. Thank you very, very, very much. It is in the building, show number 328, live from the Texas Cheer Studios of Pub Sports Radio in Southtown, Texas. If you'd like to donate to us, you can't.
I just put the buy me a coffee link in there.
Is that working?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can buy us coffees. All right, so that's working.
I mean, to my knowledge, yeah.
Okay, but the other one's not.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
completely separate.
Good.
So.
Well, that's progress.
That's good.
You can still buy us coffees via the Buy Me a Coffee link. It's the same thing as shooting us a tip. Go on there and make up for our lost money on Friday. Buy us a couple of coffees, man. And Bouquet will check at the end of the show, see who bought coffees, and let us know who it was so we can give you your flowers. If you'd like to partner with us, contact me or Rudy. This show is taking off. That's the reason why people want to mess with us, is because we're taking off.
Cheers.
If you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping.
I'll go cheers.
And we're starting to pop. Y'all come with us, Holmes. Y'all come with us. All right. All right. If you want to partner with me and Rudy as a sponsor, reach out to anybody on this program. We'd love to talk to you about that. All right. What else today? Let's get into the sports. Your beloved NBA season is down to its final four.
We will have a first-time champion. It's the first time, I think they said, since it's been over 20 years that Texas or California isn't in the conference finals.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
When's the last time the Knicks won the NBA championship?
72, Phil Jackson was playing.
Good Lord.
Right?
Earl the Pearl Monroe.
Yeah, Phil Jackson and them.
Good grief.
Yeah, because Pat never won one.
The Pacers have never won one ever, right?
73. See, I knew I was somewhere. I said 72, 73.
All right. Very good. The great, Earl the Pearl Monroe. The great Walt Frazier.
The great Phil Jackson.
The great Phil Jackson.
Knicks and Pacers. There, people are trying to throw this like and make it a Reggie and Oakley and Ewing and them, but I don't know. Do these Knicks and do those Pacers have that type of star power?
No.
To captivate America?
No.
No, it's just
absolutely not.
It's regional, right?
Yeah, this is a massive.
Jose
letdown.
don't give a shit about Pacers Knicks.
I don't, especially
unless he got money on it.
Yes, especially because of that. Yeah.
I like Jalen Brunson, but I don't think outside.
I
don't think outside of the city of New York, he couldn't walk into a bar and
be bothered. No, he's not tall enough.
Not tall enough.
Not tall enough. Like 6'2" isn't tall enough to where people start looking at you weird. Like he's got to play for somebody.
I think if the average person saw Tyrese Halliburton sitting in the bar, they think it was the guy from Digital Underground that played the Humpty.
No, they would just think, isn't that the track kid from Brennan High School?
I think he did. Yeah. I thought Humpty was dead.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't.
Does the average American recognize Anthony Edwards in a bar?
Yes.
You think so?
Yes.
Only because I don't know that I would.
He's on TV more than Leave It to Beaver.
I don't know that I would outside of his uniform. I'm not kidding. Maybe.
Well, you know what? I'm a stargazer, so maybe I'm over. I don't know if anybody left in these playoffs will be recognized. Like I'm talking 6'6" and below. Like a 6'10" guy, people are gonna look at him and like, yeah, he's got to do something.
Mhm.
6'6" and below, I don't think anybody of these 4 teams gets recognized. Again, I said yes to Anthony Edwards.
Yeah.
Jose, would you recognize Anthony Edwards? No, you're a sports guy. You would.
Jose would recognize Anthony Edwards.
I would, but I think it's because of how tall he is. I think Jalen Brunson, I think, is the most recognizable person because he plays in New York, and the Knicks are such a big
Yeah,
fan.
like
So the most recognizable person left in these playoffs is Jalen.
Probably.
I don't know about that,
Maybe Shea, because he's going to win MVP.
Nobody would know.
You're talking
it's
about
Shea.
guys under 6'6".
Nobody. Shea 6'6". I don't think anybody
Does
recognizes.
Carl Anthony
If
Towns
Shea
get
walked in,
recognized?
if Shea was walking the Riverwalk, 10 people might know.
No way. There's no Shea Gilgeous Alexander walks totally unabated along the Riverwalk. No one knows that's him. No one knows that's him. No one. And that's not good. It's good for the NBA that New York's in the conference finals.
Right.
But it's not going to be good for the NBA
Well, of course,
here in
Chet.
a week.
Chet walked
See,
out.
I honestly think Chet Holmgren's probably the most
because he's
recognizable.
7'3". Yeah.
Yeah, but people just are aware of that because of his freakish height.
Right.
Yeah, it's how gangly he is very recognizable.
Yeah, Chet Holmgren might be the biggest, closest to household name in the playoffs still left
Yeah.
standing, and that's weird to me as an NBA fan, but I think it's true. And here in a week when the Knicks get pasted by Indiana in 6 games,
You got the Pacers in 6.
oh yeah,
I'm taking the Knicks in 7.
the NBA's happy the Knicks they're gone this far. I don't think they beat the Pacers.
Who you got? OKC or Minnesota? Where we moving?
OKC, 6.
Got OKC?
Oh yeah, they think they're gonna whoop Minnesota's ass pretty easily.
Wow.
So I think we're up for an Indiana Minnesota NBA Finals. And give me the Timberwolves in
You
7.
got
Mini
you
in
got
7.
you got OKC and Pacers.
Yeah.
Good
With
Lord.
OKC with Minnesota. No, I got Minnesota, Indiana.
Oh, you think Minnesota's going
I
to beat
do,
OKC?
yeah, Minnesota in 7 over Indiana to win the NBA title. And Anthony Edwards can get his boys out with the cameras and talk all the shit they want.
Damn, I guess we'll be opposite then. I'm going to go OKC Knicks.
Okay. I really don't have any idea. That's my feel.
Yeah.
That's my heart telling
No,
me.
that's
I don't
fine.
know. That's my gut, I guess. All right, what else? Texas wins the SEC regular season baseball championship. Wanted to get in this early today just to talk some shit.
Why?
Well, because, Rudy, for 15 years I've been told that Texas is lucky that they're not participants in Big Southern John Plantation country. This is a real conference where it just means more. Ask the Fighting Texas Aggies about coming over here to our conference. They've come over here and
Not
they
one
got their
shit.
fucking asses slapped around like
Ain't
a bunch
one
of
shit.
cockroaches. Ain't one shit. So y'all them overrated, over media covered. They got their own Longhorn network. Good
They
luck
do.
to you boys coming over here to SEC country.
They do.
Did you know that the SEC has now won 8 fucking conference titles in 8 different fucking sports in its first fucking year in the SEC?
Who, Texas?
Kiss my ass, Big Southern John Plantation country.
Texas
I was
is
told
eight
The
sports?
Longhorns have won 8 different championships this calendar athletic season. This athletic season, their first full athletic season in the SEC, the University of Texas has won 8 different fucking conference titles with nobody even close in second place.
Well, the only one that matters is football.
That's not true at all.
No, I'm just saying that's the only one anybody cares about.
That's not true at all. Not
No,
in my house.
No, but that's what I'm saying. This goes back to what we talked about with the Knicks and Pacers. That's regional. Nobody in Indiana gives a shit that the volleyball team won. Nobody in New York gives a shit that the baseball team
Well,
won.
fuck New York.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's the
Fuck
same.
Indiana.
It's the same principle. It's the same principles. Like, that's regional. Nobody cares that Texas. If it's not football, because we're bringing the whole conversation full circle.
This is
We were talking
Okay.
about the NBA, and
Yeah.
you said, "Hey, Shea Gill just walked down Riverwalk. No one knows, and that's bad."
Mhm.
Outside of Texas, nobody cares about the swim teams. It's cool for us. Yeah, I care.
still won 8 championships.
I know, but no one cares if
And
it's
I-
not football. That's all I'm saying.
Well, and football's gone to back-to-back Final Fours.
Well, they got spanked, but they did. They did.
They didn't get spanked. They went down to the final. They went down to
Yeah.
the last couple of minutes, but the spare ass overrated quarterback named Quinn Ewers fucked it up at the end. That's
He
what
did.
happened.
He did. But no, I think it's dope. I think it's great. I think it's great.
I think it's great.
I'm all in.
No,
I'm all in
by the
on
way,
UT.
That's not. I'm not trying to make the point that Texas ought to be a bunch of household names. I'm
No, you
making
making the point like y'all said this couldn't be done.
I was told by mouth-breathing, toothless motherfuckers that bang their cousins in Mississippi that Texas was going to get slapped up. in the SEC.
That hasn't
You
happened.
know,
Not even in football.
And Rudy, it hasn't happened in football.
That
No,
didn't happen
it
in
hasn't
football.
happened in football. They can't beat Georgia. Okay, well,
Nobody can.
Few
Now,
have.
a lot of teams can't.
and how many schools have gone to the semifinals of the tournament 2 years in a row? Both of the years of its existence.
I think just
Texas.
Texas.
That's it. Only Texas.
Yeah.
Only the Longhorns
But
have gone
Georgia
to the
wasn't
Final
in this
Four.
year, that's right.
No, they didn't get in. Probably should have been. So yeah, I'm talking shit.
We should.
Fuck yeah, they should.
What up, Austin?
What's up, Austin? Go Longhorns. And yes, I'm happy that y'all had to go and get a bunch of former TCU people that make you go over the top.
Oh, see,
And
here
I'm
it comes.
happy about
I
it.
knew there was a. I
I'm
knew
happy
there was a
about
catch.
it.
Here, you see, I
Ain't no
thought he was
catch.
coming along to the
Ain't
burn
no-
orange side,
I
and
am.
here he comes with the purple. This
I'm
purple
both.
just comes through.
Look, it's the same thing. I'm an Astros and a Rangers fan, mostly Rangers. I've got Rangers colors on today. I'm mostly Rangers. All right. But I am an Astros fan. You know, I am a Texas fan. It's easy for me because TCU don't even play in Texas's conference anymore.
Yeah.
But you cannot argue with the point that since Texas brought Chris Del Conte, the patriarch of TCU athletics, to run their program, things have gone way up.
Look at this guy.
They have.
They have.
Okay. Last year, UT in baseball completely underachieved, like always. And what did they do? They went and got former TCU coach Jim Schlossnagle, poached him from their arch nemesis at A&M, and look what they did in Schloss's
One
first year.
SEC.
They're number one in the fucking country. They're just one big Southern John Plantation country. So, yes, I'm talking shit
should.
up in here today on behalf of
Is
them
that-
Texas Longhorns.
Is that coffees over there from the pub people,
Okay, what is that? I see money coming.
or is that
in.
Yeah,
something different?
That's people donating on Pub Sports Radio's channel.
Oh, thank you,
Oh,
Paul.
okay. Well, they don't go to us. It goes
Oh,
to
okay.
Jeff, which is fine.
Who is Jeff?
We'll use that. Jeff Slaughter. the
Oh shit!
El Jefe.
What up, Jeff?
We'll use that and give it to Jose as his tip because he busted his ass all week for us at the barbecue. What's up, Gorky? $2 in here to Pub Sports Radio. Pacers win tomorrow and never get back home court.
Damn.
Yeah, I think Indiana whoops their ass. 6 games.
Okay.
Lex Steele, $4.99 is in the building. Lex Steele, aka Parlay Papi Culo, aka Milk Hunter. Okay.
Them dudes are
I
crazy.
don't want to know what any of that means.
Papi Culo.
I know what pop your culo, papi culo, papi culo.
Papi Culo.
Milk Hunter. I'm not sure I want to know what that means.
Yeah.
Bouquet might know about that.
Big Brad says we don't do shit on the east side, Mike.
Hang on, I'm gonna get back to that. What you gonna say next year when Arch leads Texas to the Natty? Then you can't say, well, football didn't win.
No,
You won't be
shit.
able to say that no more.
No, you know what? With our Austin
Yeah,
listenership,
yeah.
I'm gonna come in here and talk a full hour about the Natty.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna do.
And UT basketball ain't done shit neither. But I'm right. I love their new coach Miller. They got.
You like him?
I do. I think he's gonna be great. He's a cheating sumbitch.
He's a cheating son of a bitch,
Hey,
but I like a cheater.
Gonna be right at home in the SEC.
I like a coach
But
that
you ain't
cheats a
gotta
little
cheat
bit.
no more. You ain't
No,
gotta cheat.
you just pay him.
He went to Arizona when you still could not cheat. Technically, got busted, went back to Xavier, and they turned
Yeah.
that into the UT gig. Good for him. I think they're going to make. I think Texas will go to the Final Four in the next 4 years, at least once. I think UT football.
What in basketball?
Within the next 4 years, the Longhorns go to the Final Four at least once.
Okay.
And I also believe football wins the Natty in the next 2 years. I'm putting my balls on the table there.
Yeah, you're on the table.
Yeah, they're out there. I said it. I'm on the table, and everything's pointing up at Texas. We'll be in Austin all day tomorrow. We got to go to the campus and do a bit.
We got to.
Absolutely. All right, it is in the building. Thank you for watching us. We love you very
Ow.
hard. Very, very, very. I'm gonna give a shout out. Special. Well, you all right?
I have a trigger
You
pinky.
just bang your
I
finger.
got a trigger pinky. I
What'd
need
you
to go
do?
see a Rusty. I don't know.
Time out. What do you mean you got a trigger?
You never heard of trigger pinky? It gets stuck.
Oh, it's like. I think you
Yeah.
need to drink more water, player.
No, it's not the water. It's a bone.
It just.
thing.
Oh, it hurts or draws
Yeah.
up.
It's a bone thing.
Like shooting pain.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
weird.
You got a little ligament or tissue.
Yeah, it hurts.
Whoa. You know how that happened?
Mm-mm.
It's on your left hand?
hmm
Oh. You
Brady,
sure you
we
don't
need-
know how to
I
handle
don't
We need
use
you
my
at
left hand for
100%, Rudy.
anything.
Boy, I do on occasion.
I never use my
Wow.
left
You
hand.
don't ever switch up?
No.
Wow.
I
I'm
wipe
not
my
bringing that
ass
up.
with my left hand. Maybe
Now
that's
that
what I wipe my
cannot
ass
do.
too much
I don't know how you wipe with your left hand.
because I shake people's hands with my right.
But you wash your hands.
Yes.
You're right-handed.
I wipe my ass with my left hand.
Of all that's the one thing. If you told me, all right, Mike, for the rest of your life you have to switch and go left-handed, except for one thing, you can only use your right hand to do one thing. It'd be wipe my butt.
For real?
So I do it good. Yeah, wiping my ass. I'm afraid I'm gonna get messy. I'm gonna leave
You're
something.
gonna mess around and leave
I'm
something.
gonna mess around and leave something.
Yeah.
Well, you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Our company's taking off. I need you to be
No,
healthy.
I'm
here.
I'm fine.
Okay.
I play hurt.
Big shout out.
To who?
Big shout out to subscriber Alex. Doesn't want to give his last name, who is getting ready to close on a brand new home next month, the month of June, that he got a big help from Jay Ribaldo.
Cheeky, what up, Jay?
Official real estate agent. I actually made a personal house call to Alex last week. Called him up on the phone,
You did?
congratulated him. He was all excited. And it's all donezo. They close officially, I think maybe want to say 2 or 3 weeks. And called Jay Ribaldo. Didn't have any idea if he'd even qualify, blah, blah, blah. And Jay helped this man, walked him through the process, and he's going to be a homeowner.
Man.
Did not think he could possibly become one, Alex. And now he and his family, got a young family. They are moving into a house that they bought with our guy, Jay Ribaldo.
Hey, Jay.
Okay.
Who about Jay? 2 things. Number one.
For me, thank you, Jay. I want to say
I
thank
want to say it was number one. I want to say Brazilian steakhouse. Number 2.
I think every time he sells a house on us, he should take us to the steakhouse.
Jay, we might have to raise these prices, dog. I know. I got realtor friends. I know what them commission checks looking like, Jay. But see, that's what I be telling people, man. We sell homes.
We do sell homes.
Like, if we helping, well, Jay helps us and we help him.
Yes, we're partners.
We partner up and we sell homes. We can sell anything.
We could just
call
about.
us.
Just about.
Do business within the building. Advertise it in the building.
Yeah.
You too could sell 4 or 5 homes.
Yeah. Maybe you're interested in. If you're interested in doing business within the building,
Ask Jay. Call Jay up and ask him.
And by the way, if you're a seller, Jay can help you with how much to list your house for. A lot of times people decide, I'm going to sell my house, and they're not sure what to ask.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I saw a thing I'm going to say on USA Today this morning, where home prices across the board in the country are down, and sellers are having to lower prices because right now there's that pendulum is finally swinging back to where, because for a while everybody was jacking prices up because there was so much demand, but across the country you're seeing sellers actually have to lower prices, and a lot of times sellers are confused as to how much they should even list their house for to begin with. That's where Jay comes in. Whether you're looking to buy or sell commercial property, too. Jay Ribaldo, the official real estate man of In the Building.
Congrats, Jay. Congrats, Alex. Thank both of y'all.
Thank y'all very much. 210-887-1081. You can email Jay directly. Mention us, jribaldo@kw.com. All of his listings can be seen at his website, Ribaldo.com. Ribaldo.com. Speaking of UT's athletes kicking ass, former Longhorns great, Dallas's own Scooter Scheffler wins the PGA Championship over the weekend in Charlotte at Quail Hollow by 5 shots. Bitched all week about the mud conditions and the balls. Even got his driver taken by the tour on Thursday because it didn't meet specs.
I thought that was Rory. That was him too.
Him too. He
Damn.
revealed it yesterday. He took my club too. He'd been using it for about 1.5 years and said, I'm surprised it hasn't been confiscated already, though.
So is he cheating?
No.
Okay.
I'm about to say that
sounds like a cheater.
No.
Like it should have been confiscated. It should be. It's what? Help me out. Help me tell me why that's not cheating, Mike. I'm looking this up. Go ahead.
Clubs change, Clubs change over time. You should know this. You're a player. I'm not. The more you use the same club, ultimately it finally starts to chip a little bit. Clubs get beaten up,
Yeah.
And there's a standard for clubs on the PGA that they demand your clubs stay pretty much next to new. And it's not up to the players and I'm defending Scott and Rory. It's not up to the players to police their own clubs. It's up to the tour, and they do periodic checks of equipment. And this week they did, and Rory got his driver. I was a driver. He got his driver taken, and Scheffler had his taken too. So Scotty had to use a brand new driver. And what did he do? Win the motherfucker by 5 shots.
Yeah, and you know what he didn't do? He didn't the media for 4 days, Rory. I love Rory. I love Rory, but Rory's such a freaking
Why did he
little.
duck the media?
Probably because they took his drive. He didn't do.
Oh, 'cause of
he
the
didn't
club?
do any media.
Oh, was it because they took the club?
I think he was
Oh,
bitching.
geez.
He's such a little baby. He cried about the livers. Now he just won the Masters. Not too much I can say to a motherfucker with a green jacket, but Rory be acting like a little broad sometimes. But Scotty, man, aka Tim Duncan, you might not enjoy watching him. He may be a little standoffish. He may be just all about his family.
Yeah.
But he's a golf playing some bitch, man.
Yeah,
That's
man.
3 majors. Been number 1 in the world for quite some time. I know I gave Bubba Watson a hard time for saying, hey, man, this run Scotty's on is similar to the run Tiger was on in the 2000s. And I punched Bubba Watson for that. But Scotty on a run. And a lot of these boys can play.
Yeah.
Not that Tiger's competition wasn't up to par, but I would say the talent around Scotty overall is better than the talent that was around Tiger overall.
No, I think both are true. Tiger's still the GOAT.
Because these dudes ain't scared of Scotty.
But
Those guys were scared of Tiger.
The tour pound for pound is better than it's ever been. Like the last guy that qualifies for a tournament would not be the last guy qualifying 25
In Tiger's
years.
era?
Yeah. And that's not a shot at Tiger at all.
No.
Yeah. Tiger raised the stakes.
Right.
Tiger raised the standard of play. Tiger motivated an entire generation of kids to master the game. So you can say Tiger has a lot to do with how the quality of the game has increased. And I think Scheffler would be the first to tell you that.
Yeah, no, I think these
So
guys
would
are a
Rory.
little bit better. These guys are a little bit better than those guys that were chasing
sure.
Tiger.
But that's just sports. That's how it goes. All sports are better right
Evolution.
now. Yeah. There's not one sport right now that you can say 30 years ago, the overall play was better. There's not one. That's just the evolution of man.
Yeah.
It's just the evolution of athletes. But Tiger has a shit ton to do with that. I think. And I like you called him Tim Duncan. Expound on what do you mean, Tim Duncan? Because no one knows much about him.
Yeah, it's not like they're gonna be done talking about this tomorrow. We talked about Rory for 2 weeks after he won the Masters. It's like more outspoken, more flamboyant. People like him, more marketable.
Yep.
Tim, I'm not going to use the word boring because I don't think Tim was boring. I don't think Scotty's boring. But if you ask the consensus, they'll say, oh, Scotty's a little boring. I don't know. I don't really know him.
Hell, Scotty got arrested at a major last
Yeah,
year
you know what I mean?
for
So
running into a
I
cop.
just feel like he's one of those dudes where he might not be the GOAT.
Yeah.
Like just like Tim. Tim might not be the greatest player of all
Right.
time. Scotty might not be the greatest player of all time. But when we look back, we're going to be like, and we're looking at this run Scotty's on, I'm like, damn. Like, it's just like Tim's run through the 2000s. After he's already gone and then you hear other people talking about Tim, you're like, shit, Tim was a bad mother father.
Yeah, man.
Same with Scotty. I think it's going to be the same. I think, to me, on a golf course, he's Tim Duncan.
I like that. It's a great analogy. I like that a lot. All right. Real quick. Again, I want to – today I'm going to periodically just say thanks, people, because things will pop in my head. The barbecue was such a big day. Huge deal. Means the world to me. So a guy comes up. He's like, man, I've listened to you for years. I love Grandma Becky's stories. And I saw something in a vintage clothing store that I wanted to get for you. I'm like, okay. So I've told the story before of my late mom. When we lived in Rockport, way back in like I lived in Rockport, Texas from 80 to 82. And then we lived in Corpus for a couple of years and moved back to Fort Worth in 85. So 80 to 85, I was pretty much a coastal kid. That's where I learned to love the ocean. My love for the ocean is not because I was in Hawaii. It's because I became of age on that Texas Gulf Coast. Corpus Christi to Aransas Pass, Port A, all that shit in there. I was around a bunch of good old white trash redneck boys on the Texas coast.
Mike said that, not me.
Well, Rudy, I was one.
I don't even say the WT word.
Hey, I can talk about my own, man.
I
can talk about my own people.
I don't drop WT bombs. Okay? You'll never hear me say that.
I'm running around with cut off jorts, no shirt, fucking rat tail flying, chanclas. I was a redneck Mexican boy living in small towns up and down the Texas Gulf Coast. So a lot of the weekends, my mom and stepdad Ernest would leave me with Ernest, uncle and aunt. Sweet people, loved them. They're gone past. He owned a bar in Rockport. I spent a big part of my childhood
spent in bars
in that beer joint.
Right.
And on the weekends, my mom and Ernest would drive up to Houston, like almost every weekend, because they loved Mickey Gillies, which was a very popular honky tonk country
Only
bar.
Gillies I know is in Houston that John Travolta was at.
That's in Pasadena, right
Okay.
outside of Houston.
Okay.
So
That's the only Gillies I know.
that's the only one there is.
Oh, okay, cool.
So they would go up to Gillies every weekend in Houston. And my mama would ride that mechanical bull. They'd enter those contests, and they would party their asses off.
Your
at
mom
Gillies.
the way you describe your mom, she got some sissy in her. She
My mom was a Mexican sissy.
She definitely sounds
Absolutely.
like it.
And Ernest was Bud.
Or was Ernest Bud or was Ernest the dude she cheated on? Bud?
Ernest was the dude she cheated.
Yeah.
on. Okay, I take it back. Ernest was not Bud.
He wasn't Bud.
Ernest was that other fuckhead. Yeah, they got arrested at the end.
Yeah, yeah.
That was Ernest.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, that actor kind of favors Ernest. I'm
Yeah,
serious.
yeah.
And so when Gillies got massive world fame because of the movie, my mom and Ernest were like, wow, because that's our place. That's our
Right.
bar. It fucking blew up. And I've told this story a couple of times. My mama actually used to have a T-shirt that said, I rode the mechanical bull at Mickey Gillies, Pasadena,
Nice.
Texas. And I would kill to have that shirt. I've said that before because it's probably worth $1,000. You can probably get some redneck to pay you. And so a guy comes up to me the other day at the barbecue
Mhm.
and says, I found something in a vintage clothing store and I had to get it for you. I'm like, dude, I hope you didn't spend what is it? I want to show it to you. And so it's a little small.
Oh, I was wondering. I was like, why do you have on a long sleeve shirt under there? I didn't know. I didn't know if you were hiding from sun.
No, I think the guy underestimated my body type.
I've been wondering what the fuck you have on this long sleeve shirt under your shirt.
He just didn't want
I
to
had
know.
no idea.
So this old boy found this in a vintage clothing store. This is not a 50-year-old T-shirt. I think this is probably like a 15, 20-year-old T-shirt
Yeah.
because they periodically reprint these. I want to say thank you to the dude that got me this kick-ass Looking for Love at Gillies in Pasadena,
That's
Texas
awesome.
T-shirt. Way too tight on me, though.
You
But
need to
I'll-
give that to Nina.
It looks good on her. It's
It
actually
looks good on the arms and
it's
the
a
up.
little
Yeah, it
big.
looks good. It's fine.
You sure it looks good? I don't know if it looks
Jesus
too good.
Christ.
I'm gonna wear it
You
like
see
my
that?
mama would wear it. Hey,
Jose's getting a boner. Put your shirt down.
that's how my mother would wear it right there. Although my mama would cut the sleeves and she'd cut a V-neck. too.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah,
There
no,
you go.
confirmed hard. Yeah,
Scott
confirmed.
Glenn. Scott Glenn, that was the actor.
Who?
Thank you.
Scott Glenn?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, Scott Glenn. He was in. He's been in a lot of stuff over the years. He was in Silence of the Lambs, and he played the bad. You're right. He played the bad guy in Urban Cowboy. So look at that. Got me a Gillies T-shirt on.
That's nice.
Shit.
I love it. I love
Thank
it.
you, man. It just doesn't fit. It's okay. I'm going to keep it forever. Thanks to that dude.
They have the bull from Urban Cowboy in the Hall of Fame in Nashville.
That's badass.
That's all.
Yeah.
I still haven't been to the Vegas of the South. Never been to Nashville.
Dude, it's a great town.
Is it?
Yes.
I know it's all country though.
No,
like,
it's-
I can
no,
do-
actually, it's really not.
Really?
No,
You
dude.
sure?
So of the last 20 years, and I don't know how this happened, but Nashville's become, yes, it's the home of country music for sure. Music Row, all the major country people live there or in the state of Tennessee or in the surrounding areas. 20 years ago, for some reason, it also became a haven for like hipster rockers, like alternative rockers. Like the dudes from Black Keys live there. Jack
I
White.
love the Black Keys.
Jack White from Jack White, the guitar aficionado,
Yeah.
rock singer from White Stripes. He lives there, so it's got like a real hipstery vibe to it. Actually, and Asheville's become very Austin-y.
Nashville.
You got a
I've heard
vibe.
nothing. I
It's a
haven't heard
mix.
one person say I went to Nashville and it sucked.
It was
I
great.
haven't heard that
It's
yet.
fun, super fun.
And they're getting a new stadium, so that Super Bowl is going to be crazy.
That's gonna be cool.
That's going to be really crazy.
That's kick.
You been to Nashville, Buki?
No, I've been to Memphis.
That's not the same.
It's not the same.
Not even close.
Yep, there you
No
go.
offense to Memphis people, but it ain't. They know Memphis is also historical and
Is
cool.
it historical? I mean,
That's the home of
Dr.
blues.
King,
That's the home of blues.
Yeah, blues.
Mhm. I love
Great
Memphis.
food, barbecue,
It's
all that shit. Yeah.
Nashville's more Austin-y now.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
which is like it still has a southern country vibe with a bunch of hipsters thrown in and rich people.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and the
I'm-
weather's good.
I'm more of a Pigeon Forge, Dolly World kind of guy.
Also,
Well-
hey, Buki, you might want to go. I heard it's the bachelorette party capital of the world.
Pigeon
as well.
Forge.
No, Nashville.
Oh, Nashville. Oh yeah,
I've
yeah.
heard that too, but I'm looking for like an old rich harlot that I could give like 3-4 years of good loving to, and then
Okay,
get on her well.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
Dolly
yeah.
Parton right now is my white
that's
whale.
a good deal. Maybe you and Helga, y'all get jobs like working on her property, and you just bang her every once in a
Mhm,
while.
mhm.
Helga wouldn't care. Shit, she's an old.
I
she's-
give her some
y'all are
hush
making
money.
money. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I've told Helga this as well. Like you should
Oh,
go
she'd be fine.
bang some dudes on the side. Just give me some hush
What?
money. That's all I need.
Yeah.
That's all I need. But yeah, Dolly Parton, if you're watching this, I'll
Mhm.
give you the best 3 years of sex you'll ever had in your life.
I don't know about that, but maybe so. I mean, we'll send the message, Bouquet.
Please do.
It
Thank
took
you.
47 minutes for him to shock you today. Normally, it's a little sooner than this into the presentation.
I'm not a big country guy, but you're not going to disrespect the great Dolly Parton. You know how many songs she wrote for Whitney Houston and other people? That is Dolly Parton. You're not going to say you will sex up Dolly Parton. I won't have that.
I would
She
give
is
her
a-
the best years of her
She
life.
is a legend and an icon. You put those words back
I'd
in your
massage
mouth.
those bunions all night if she wanted.
Sure
Just
you
put me on
would.
the wheel.
She's newly single too. Her husband
Oh yes,
Her husband just
yes!
passed. Although it was pretty known throughout Nashville that
What?
Dolly and what was his name? She just lost him not long ago. They were alternative lifestyle. They were
Oh,
they
they
lived
got-
an alternative
Ah, cool.
lifestyle.
Really? Oh, that was
Oh.
well known.
Dolly did what Dolly wanted. He was great. He was cool.
That's the same situation with me too. Dolly can go have sex with whoever she
Yeah.
wants.
Oh, those are great pictures. Thank you, Boogie.
Those are
Yeah,
good
they
pics.
were married 50 years, those two. And
Awesome.
yeah, and he just wanted to chill, didn't want nothing to do with the fame and spotlight, let that woman shine as her shadow on her man, and just was her biggest
I
champion.
love it.
Yeah, absolutely. But they dipped in a whole lot of ink around Nashville and other places. They had a good life. So Dolly may be open to it is the point. So good luck getting a hold of her. All right, let's get violent, shall we? There's a certain segment we do just about this time every day on In the Building.
Chemistry is
Now.
chemistry.
It's time for People I Want to Punch on In the Building.
Would you eat eggs off Dolly's titties?
I definitely did off something else.
Okay, well that's a yes.
Can I start?
But not the boobs, but the other things.
Yeah, for sure.
That
Those
makes
are-
no sense at all. Okay.
Can I start with the punches?
Oh.
Yeah.
Not just taking over
Oh,
the
you're taking over the show? Okay, what? Who you punching?
we give him a couple of pat on the
Yeah,
backs
and
for what? What are you punching?
I'd like to punch Eventbrite ticketing for this mistake here. VIP admission, sit in the first 5 rows, meet and greet with Mark Taylor
Oh, does it
Wow.
say Mark?
and Rudy J.
Hey, that's a great punch. That's a great punch.
Damn,
That's a great punch.
so close.
Let's get him right on that.
Damn it,
Oh, that's
Eventbrite.
funny. You know, I'm texting. Hey,
Text
hey,
Nathaniel.
Siri, text Nathaniel.
Fuck. We're trying to make it to the
Hey,
big
Siri.
time, and Eventbrite can't do
No,
us.
What
like
up,
that.
Just 2
it's a
cents?
common mistake.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
fine.
you know how many times I've been called Mark? Hey Siri, text Nathaniel from Anthem TV. Hey Siri, text Nathaniel.
You're just gonna have to say like 6 more times for it to work.
Hey man, they've got me listed as Mark on the Eventbrite. LOL. Love you hard. Sin. That's Nathaniel, Anthem TV, one of our other partners. Thank you to Anthem TV. Easy mistake.
No, easy to say.
I
Good
mean,
punch,
yeah,
though.
yeah.
Who you punching, Mike?
I want to start off by saying it's presented by the law office of Rolando Kell. Who to punch today? There's always so many. I want to punch whoever the fuck caused the naval vessel from Mexico, and whoever knew that Mexico had a navy.
Dude, who was driving? And did he not see the Brooklyn Bridge, Mike?
Oh my God, this is as funny as it horrible it is. People died on this thing too.
No, they didn't.
No, 2 sailors got killed. I
Yeah.
want to punch whoever made the Cuauhtemoc. I'm not sure how to say that. Go wrong direction. Went the wrong direction and smashed into the Brooklyn Bridge in New York with that big ass Mexican flag just flailing all over.
That made it.
Who
Yeah.
knew that Mexico even had a navy? And maybe after this they should not have one. God,
The bridge is
almighty.
okay, right?
Yeah, the bridge is fine. The ship's fucked.
Yeah, the bridge ate that.
A couple of
Okay.
dozen sailors got hurt. 2 sailors got killed. One was a member of the Mexican Marines. One was a Mexican Navy enlistee. Horrible, man. Y'all see the video of this?
Yeah.
Come on.
They said the ship lost power.
How
Floating backwards when it hit.
Okay. That's got to be operator error.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That can't happen.
It can't happen.
No, that's bullshit. That cannot happen, man. No. So punch whoever's in.
That's a great punch.
Am I punching the captain? I don't know. I guess I'm punching the captain.
He
Miguel Angel
Ooh.
Ortiz Gonzalez
Oh,
Ginobili Lopez. Punch him. De Silva. Who do you punch?
I already punched him. I'm punching Rory McIlroy's punk
Okay.
ass.
So is that the only why he ducked out because of the club?
I don't know. He's just a punk ass. But I also want to punch.
Just
I want
a
to
punk
punch
ass.
the NBA media as a whole too.
Okay.
Like, again, I'm not the biggest LeBron fan, but I also will call bullshit when I feel like he's being, I guess, talked about in a different light than other people. You know, Joker's a champion.
Mhm.
Joker could come to the podium and say, "Hey, you know what? I'm about to go. I'm going home and drinking a whole bunch of beer."
That's what he said the other night. What are you gonna do now? I'm probably gonna drink a fuck ton of beer.
Like, you know, and
He's
trying,
being honest.
yeah, and that's fair. But in trying to be fair to LeBron, and LeBron comes to the podium after he loses to Minnesota, say, "Oh, you know, I'm about to go home and drink a whole bunch of wine. It is what it is." This is why he will never be Michael Jordan, and this is why Kobe would be throwing shit in the locker room and pissed off. Like, LeBron can't get away with that type of shit. Like, you know what it is? It is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, and you asked me this about Joker, about Luka, about Giannis. Like, we love those dudes so much. It's just like, yeah, Joker, go drink some beer, man. Go saddle up on a horse or something. It's just like no big deal. It's just no big deal. Like Giannis, you know, Giannis, a champion, goes home 3 years in a row, first round. No big deal. Who cares? Giannis is eating chicken McNuggets. He's laughing. He's playing video games. No big deal. LeBron, it doesn't. Oh, he fucked up his knee. Oh, this bastard will never be Mike. It's always something. And again, I'm the last person to defend LeBron.
Same.
But other champions get to just.
I have been very hard on him a lot over the years, but I also am a staunch defender of him.
Right.
Because he often puts up with more bullshit than anyone, including Michael Jordan, ever dreamed of putting up.
Ever.
Now, I will say, you do tweet 4 times a day.
He does.
You do fire off political opinions. You do show up and promote Hillary Clinton at rallies, and that's fine. But you're going to get a lot of shit when you put yourself out there like that. And he does. But a lot of stuff he takes is bullshit and not his. And the fact that, how many times has he been arrested? Okay, how many times has Mrs. LeBron called the cops and said, "This man hit me"?
Never.
How many times have his 2 boys been in trouble?
Never.
Okay. How many times he been pulled over for speeding and we had okay.
I do that.
Flashing guns in the club?
Nothing.
No, let's see. Okay. Been accused of being overweight, not taking it serious.
Nothing.
Showed up out of shape at training
Never.
camp. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree.
Yeah,
Again, I don't defend him, but I'm like, damn, so Joker just gets to come to the podium and say, "Hey, I'm about to go drink a whole bunch of beer."
When is parade? When is parade? Oh my God.
Yeah.
It was Pop. Pop caught some hell years ago when they got beat by Oklahoma City in the playoffs. Pop's like, I just got beat. Like, how bad is this, Pop? And how devastating is this? He's like, oh, we just got beat in the first round. We got our ass kicked. I want to go have some wine. I'm hungry as hell.
Right.
I'm trying to get up out of here and go eat.
Yeah.
Making light of losing. But that's, you
remember when Romo did. Now Romo's not a champ, but Romo's like, "Yeah, no, this is the worst thing that happens to me. I had a good life."
LeBron
and Pop says that once a week.
Right. LeBron could cry on the podium because he's super sad for losing, and they'd call him a pussy.
Yeah.
Or say, "Hey, man, there's more to life than the game. I'll be back next year. It is what it is, but I'm fine. I sleep fine." And there's nothing he can say.
Nothing.
His haters are gonna hate all day long.
Yeah,
it is
so-
Orlando Kill. Do you have haters yourself?
I hope I do.
Call Orlando Kill. Well, especially if it's your old lady who was one of your haters. We don't need that in our lives. We need to get divorced. If you are in seek of a family lawyer, whether it's with a spouse or soon to be ex, or maybe you got post-divorce issues, those things arise too. People move, people change jobs, kids get older, things change. Adoptions, whatever family law means, My man Orlando does it. Orlando Kill, 210-773-4995. You can email him directly. It's orlandokilllaw@gmail.com. If you want to get a hold of Orlando, I will give you his personal cell phone number. He's given me permission to do so. Reach out to me, and I will do so. Gorky Ninkovsky's back in here. $2. Thank you. Jokic does not think of himself as a star. That's different.
Well, the one LeBron said when he proclaimed himself as the greatest player of all time after they came back against Golden State, the criticism went up 100%. So I get it. Yes, y'all are all right in the chat. Gene, all y'all.
Mm-hmm.
When you say you're the GOAT, it's going to come with a different type of scrutiny. So y'all are all right in that. I'm just saying, like we baby the foreigners because they're nice guys. We baby them. Except Luka.
I'm thinking about his post. Yeah.
We baby the foreigners.
Joker ain't out there though. Like Joker don't.
Oh, I don't know what the hell Joker does. If it's not for somebody rolling tape on him, then without him knowing, I wouldn't know what Joker does.
He's just a big horse guy.
I don't know what he does.
You know, Tim Duncan was the most dominant power forward who's ever lived, if it's not Jokic. And he got called boring. Do you know why people called him boring outside of the city? Because they didn't see him outside of the court.
Mm-hmm.
It was the least fucking boring guy on the planet.
And he wasn't trying to take every Gatorade, Sprite, McDonald's commercial known to man.
The Spurs got called boring because they didn't do shit off the court. That's their right to do so, but that don't make you right by calling them boring. The 2014 team, that was one of the
best teams ever.
That was as well as the game can be played.
They called it the beautiful game for a reason.
As amazing and entertainment and awe-inspiring as it gets. I can't help it that there are tardburgers out there that don't know basketball, but they follow everything. Their whole fucking life is on what they follow on Instagram or chat dick or slap face or whatever. I'm sorry that your world is chat slit and fuck dick. That ain't the real world, playa. That ain't the real world. Just because you don't see Nikola Jokic on Slap Face and Karate Chop or whatever these fucking apps are, that don't mean he's boring.
I'm stuck on chat dick.
Sorry, I forget some. There's so many now. I can't keep up with them.
Chat dick.
Sorry. There probably ought to be. I'm sure there may be an app called Chat Dick.
It might be
Dick Chat.
I won't be on it.
Like a Grinder, like a subsidiary.
Yeah, I won't be
dark room of Grinder.
I won't be googling Chat Dick.
All right, there's no way to segue into our next sponsor live. I'm sorry, Russ and Dale. Roofs. Found out Saturday at the barbecue, out of the mouth of the man himself, Russ and Gino, partners over at GC Roofing and Construction. My man Dale from Lone Star Nano was there too. It's now 8 roofs. We have now helped
another roof sold
subscribers.
So we're selling roofs and homes.
Selling roofs and homes. All right. We have an 8th person who is about to have his roof fixed this week or replaced, I think. The whole thing.
Name.
Yeah, no name. It's okay. No, this one was anonymous. It's all good in the hood. Got it. No problem. 8 times these guys have been able to come to a subscriber's home and replace a roof. Maybe you don't need it replaced. Maybe you just need it treated. And that's where Lone Star Nano Services comes in. They're a partner of GC. They'll come in, spray their love juice. That's what they call it on your roof.
Spread your driveway's cheeks and
or your
driveway.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of, Dale just texted me.
Yes, sir.
Speaking of the customer service on the Nano side, hey, sorry to bother you during the show, but I'm headed to your house to make sure that the driveway has sealed properly. If your wife is there, please let her know so she doesn't shoot me for being in your driveway and in your front yard. So again, they did my driveway about a week and a half ago. Yet here they are coming back to make sure that it's sealed properly. And if it's not, they'll probably fix it for me. But it looks good, Dale, if you're listening on the way over to my side of the country. So shout out to Nano Services, not only for doing a great job, but also following up and putting that customer service. Customer service goes a long way with me. Mm-hmm. Like the food can be, whatever it is, can be mediocre if you give me good customer service. And I got excellent service and excellent customer service from Lone Star Nano Services. So give them a call.
Well said. And at GC, by the way, if they wind up having to replace your roof, God forbid,
let them spray it down.
They're going to pick up $1,500 toward the deductible if you're a subscriber to Love You Hard TV. So thanks to the boys at Lone Star Nano Services and our boys at GC Services Roofing and Construction, serving just about all of Texas, certainly in between San Antonio and Corpus Christi and all points in between. Thank y'all very, 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 very much. All right. Need an intro. Now it's time for a female teacher diddling report here on In the Building. Horrific music because we got another one.
I don't.
I want to see if y'all think this one counts, though.
Is this in Texas? Because I know you only do Texas, right?
See, I wanted to bring that up here too today.
That's been your rule. I'm going by your rule. This is your bit.
I know, but I'm bringing this to the round table here today. I like that. Keep it rolling.
Trying to find porn music. but
Okay. This is fine. First of all, I need to know whether or not this counts. I think it does, but I'll let y'all be my tiebreaker. And I'll mention the Texas thing after the end of the segment. We have another one here in Kennedale, which is a suburb of Fort Worth, Texas.
Okay.
It is south and east of Tarrant County. A Kennedale junior high school student, once again, man, fucking around with kids at junior high.
That's weird.
Horny ass kids.
I know that, but the teachers, that's outrageous. What's one thing when you're effing around with a 17-year-old 5-star wide receiver, but when you're fucking around with a 7th grader, you are a criminal.
Yeah,
You need to go to prison.
Yeah.
Kennedale, Texas, junior high school sub. Wasn't even a full-time teacher, a substitute.
Jesus.
Damn. You didn't even get to know nobody. You just
Oh my
came on
God.
the campus dripping.
Basically, shit. She's ready to go.
Ashley Evans
Okay.
didn't actually have sex with a student that anyone knows of.
Okay.
Accused of showing students pornography on her cell phone in the class.
You guys ever seen
I
this
think
before?
that counts because that's grooming.
How does she think that the kids aren't going to say something?
Yeah, that's grooming. She was trying to see who was with it.
How does that get brought up?
This is life sabotage by this dumbass.
Yeah, how did she even bring
She
that up?
has
Like,
to
let me
bring
show
it
y'all
up.
something on my phone.
Right.
Yeah. I saw this the other day. You guys look.
Right. Speaking of yardsticks, want to see this giant cock on my phone? I mean, how do we go from, hey, I'm your substitute, Miss Evans, the teacher has math problems 3, 4, 7, and 8. Want to see a dick on my phone? I mean, how does it go to that? She's probably in there just buddying up, not doing nothing. They're just hanging out.
Oh, dude,
talking.
she's definitely just riding the clock.
She's widening the drip. Students told a school resource officer she also discussed drug use and participating in porn with the kids.
Wow. With the kids.
Not with them. She talked to them about her doing. She's done
Oh.
some like home porn, I think.
Oh, nice.
She was arrested on 2 counts of the sale, distribution, or display of harmful material to a minor. You go to prison for that shit.
Yeah.
What a
So-
dumb bitch. She's 38 years old.
38? So this isn't even one of the little 22, 23-year-old kids?
Nah, she's old enough to know better.
Oh, my
See if you
God.
can't Google Kennedale, Kennedale, and write Ashley Evans. You'll find her mugshot pretty quick. According to the arrest warrant affidavit, multiple students from Kennedale Junior High reported that Miss Evans, their substitute, they went and told the school resource officer that she allegedly discussed drug use and pornography with the students. There's her mugshot.
Nah, I don't want to see porn with her.
No, me neither. Telling them that, quote, she had posted pornographic videos on a website herself.
Huh? So was she showing them some of her
Some
home
like
videos?
amateur porn, yeah.
That's
You
nasty.
guys want to see what I do on my off time?
Right. Because I only make $50 a day doing this. Evans then showed students pornographic material that was on her cell phone, showed them a website. Affidavit also mentions a specific student whom forensic investigators interviewed at the Alliance for Children in Arlington. These students said that Miss Evans showed the class a picture of a male penis.
No.
Evans admitted to showing a student an explicit image on her cell phone. She admitted. She came close. Unbelievable.
Seventh
This is
graders?
just, you know you're going to get caught. You know you're going to get splashed across every major website in the country, you know you're probably going to prison. Why do you do this? There's no way she thinks she's just going to get
I
along,
don't
get
know.
away.
Maybe she thought she was being cool.
Right, but this kind of cool gets you locked up. What do you do?
No, I know. No, I trust me. I'm with you. I'm just like, I don't know. I can't fathom the thought process of someone that wants to show porn to 12-year-olds. Like, you're asking me to get into the mind of this weird person. I can't. So I don't know what she's thinking, to be honest.
Ridiculous.
Like, hey, y'all, come look at this. Pretty veiny.
But that's the other thing.
I don't.
Obviously,
I don't know.
and that's another thing. It doesn't matter what she showed them. You can't show kids pornography for all the reasons that I don't need to explain. But dicks are ugly.
Yeah, not mine.
I've never
Mine's
understood.
pretty.
Mine's disgusting.
mine's
No,
pretty.
yeah, mine's
Mine's
horrifying.
No, mine's beautiful.
Why on earth do men still think that I'm gonna send a dick pic to this bitch and she's gonna think that's hot? They don't.
Unsolicited. Yeah, that's
Women
weird.
don't want to see your erect dick. You know, we've had
No.
athletes do this shit. Dak Prescott did this when he was at Mississippi State.
Brett Favre.
Brett Favre did this.
His Netflix comes out. I guess we're about to find out Brett's pretty much an asshole.
He's a big
Oh,
fucking
shocked.
asshole.
But I mean, yes, stay on top
George
of it.
Hill got, of course.
George Hill did it too.
Yes, and all these girls get mad when y'all break up, and where they gonna go? They're gonna post that shit. Dumbass, man. But again, nobody wants to see your ugly ass dick. It's those things. Jesus meant for the penis to be hidden inside the pretty woman. No one wants. Ain't nobody trying to watch a dick pic.
Nah, it's weird.
Titties, yes. Penises, no. There's a massive difference. Stupid.
Primo didn't send pics. Primo just flashed.
He just wanted the
he
world
was
to
a
see.
creeper. He was
Nah,
like
Primo
yeah,
didn't.
he
Primo
was-
didn't even send a pic. He just said, "Is the cleaning lady on the way up?"
That's more perverted.
Yeah, let me put my small boxes on.
Yeah, he would not wear underwear and just like lay down on the couch talking to the team psychiatrist and doing this business here.
That
Shit
is-
all hanging out to
yo,
the
That
side.
is fucking insane.
Right. That's
That
kid,
must have been a nice week of radio.
that
for you
kid
guys.
was insane. It was
It
a
was.
great
It was a
yeah,
great week.
yeah. And yeah, it was not a great time for the Spurs.
No, they were decent back then too, but
They
still.
were still decent, not great. All right, it is in the building, presented in part by Texas Cheer Liquor. Sake. I noticed they were pimping some sake on their
You saw that?
website. Yeah, man. Sake is as popular in America as it's ever been.
Sake, soju, all that stuff. It's
Yeah,
like, yeah,
So sake it to me. Sake to me.
I've had some good nights.
I
on
like me
sake.
some sake.
But I like the
Absolutely.
hot one where you drop it in the beer.
What? Hot sake.
Most sake comes loose.
Well, I do it the
What?
America. You know, America,
Room
we fuck up
temperature.
everything. And in America, they give you a beer and they give you the hot sake. You drop the sake. That's the sake bomb. You drop it into the beer and then you chug the whole thing.
Well,
Man, I've had some
Well,
good nights on that.
yeah, sake's good. They got all types of sake at any of the Texas Cheer Liquors. See, there is one right there by where we're going to do our show, right there.
Yeah,
on
that
90.
one's that's number 3.
Yeah,
That is
yeah.
the store number 3 for y'all out there at Highway 90 in Montgomery, Lucky Ranch. That is the holy grail of Texas Cheer. They're number 1 in the chain, and it's really not close.
I smell a ticket pop up to sell tickets to the live show.
Where, you know what?
I'm thinking this needs to happen very soon.
Yeah, they're doing a customer appreciation at store number 3 in June.
Really?
So,
Okay.
and he already asked us to come out. So
I
think
just
it's
made a note. I just
done
made a
deal.
note. 7
So
locations.
catch us at store number 3 in June.
From the far southwest side all the way up to Barney. There were 7, all points in between, and in all 7 in the buildings, and all 7 Texas Cheer Liquors mentioned in the building. And they will give you 5% off whether you're buying sake, vodka, high dollar hooch. That's
Where's
up
the
top-
rum?
the stuff up behind the shelf. Maybe gets that little rum, whatever it is. It's all 5 cigars, 6-pack of beer, whatever it is. All 5% off when you mention
You know-
in the building and any of the
You
Texas
know what?
Cheer Liquors.
Let me tell you how powerful TikTok is. When's the last time any of you drank a Bush beer?
Bush Light.
Just Bush,
Uh,
period.
Junior year at Arlington Heights High School.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So TikTok, and the beer's been around for years, but TikTok, somebody posted on TikTok, has gone viral. I'm getting 20 calls a day for Bush Apple. Everybody wants that's
Bush Apple.
Bush Apple beer. Like, people are losing their effing mind. Y'all got, like, every time the phone rings, I know it's somebody asking me about Bush Apple. I'm like, dude, you don't even drink Bush normally. But TikTok told you Bush Apple was good. So now all of you crazy ass people are calling us and man, we ain't got Bush Apple. Like, who drinks Bush Apple? Who drinks Bush at all?
No one.
Nobody.
Some cool little girl does it on TikTok. So I wonder tomorrow.
And we haven't gotten it. We've been trying to get it because we want to appease the customers. Like, not my business. I'm just there to sell it.
Yeah.
But we can't get it.
Tomorrow's show. I want to push this to tomorrow because we're a little late now. The dangers of being an influencer on TikTok or
it's
Instagram,
crazy.
being a YouTube star. You know, and as you and
There's some dangers.
And as you and I get ready to embark upon a concert series here starting June 21st, I just want, hey, we're just a couple of middle-aged dads. We mean no harm to nobody. Please. We will have security, by the way, because we're in a public place. And I mean, yeah, there's some crazy motherfuckers out there. We'll talk about this tomorrow, especially if you're a girl, a woman doing shit.
Definitely a topic I'm down to talk
Big
about.
time.
I talk about it with my daughters all the time.
Yeah, we'll get into this tomorrow. The dangers of doing what me and Rudy actually do now. It's very strange. If you have, by the way, as a segue, if you've not heard, Rudy and I, we're going to have a live concert, a live in-show concert at a venue with seats, and you can come watch us do our show live in person June 21st. It's our longest day of the year party with me and Rudy J at High Waves Church off of Highway 90 in San Antonio, Texas, starting at 5 o'clock on June 21st. Tickets are on sale now. We put links up on both sides of our chat today. We tweeted them out. I did it on Facebook too, so be advised. And Nathaniel told me he fixed it from Mark to Mike.
He already fixed it.
There we go.
That's all right. We had my local coffee shop for 8 months.
They called you Mark.
I was Mark because we went in there every day. What's up, Mark? And I just, you know what? I rolled with it. It was fun.
Yeah.
Right. I've been called Mark 5,000 times.
Yeah, it's fine.
Just don't call me asshole. We're good. I've been called that a couple of times too. All right, here's how I want to end today. So, I want to celebrate the barbecue, and I want to give a special shout out. And I'm being serious. I want to shout out Jose Bouquet. He puts up with a lot of shit. 90% of it's deserved, by the way, but he does put up with a lot of shit. And I wanted to say thank you, man. You have the video you made?
I have it on YouTube.
Okay.
Well,
Can you go grab it real quick?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Tell me when you have this done. So I've had a lot of good producers in my career, and I don't rank them, they're all really good.
No, you have a ranking.
All of them have gone on. Well, I've got some that I know who's worst, but I love all y'all pretty equally. The people that I've worked with, especially since I moved to San Antonio, the people I've worked with, cue that up, stop. Cue that up, tell me when you're ready. The people I've worked with over the years, Jose, I have like a Popovichian track record with people that have worked with me. Just saying.
They get died.
I've heard.
No, they don't get died.
Not died for real.
Okay.
Career.
No, they don't. Well, no, not really. Well, the jury's out on some.
Yeah.
Jim Bob Brazil runs three television stations.
Yeah, he's doing really well.
Dingus is a high-paid commercial producer for corporate now at iHeart Corporate. Well, we killed Frosty. We didn't mean to have that.
God bless the Fred. God bless the dead.
I have a good track. People tend to leave and go do cool shit. We had an intern Hyman.
Hyman?
Yeah, Hyman. He was smart enough to get out of this dumbass business, and now he heads up drug rehab centers all over the area. So we got good folks that work with us. So anyway, I just want to say thank you, man. I mean that a lot. Thank you very much. Jose he's not getting paid any extra money to come out and do these. He did this because he supports the show, and I appreciate that. I don't think I'm that high maintenance. All I ask for is participation. That's it.
Why are you laughing, Jose?
Because Mike is high maintenance, but it's okay.
Okay,
I don't say
It's okay. It's okay.
Hang on.
I work with them. I don't work
Hang on.
for them, so I don't.
I don't disagree. But in my defense, most of my high maintenance is due to my lack of tech ability. Would you say that's true?
That's fair.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
not a dick.
100% fair.
I don't demand you go buy me stuff and go down to the store and pick me up coffee. I just really suck technically. And
Me
so
too.
I have to get my butt wiped a lot on that. And I'm sorry for that. All right. How long is this video, Bookie?
4 minutes.
All right.
Damn.
Here is in honor of Thunderdome and everybody that was involved. Y'all will enjoy this. This is
Pull it up full screen.
a day at the barbecue
see us.
featuring In the Building on Saturday. Let it run.
right.
What'd you do?
They're gonna start yelling at me after all those compliments. Even hit play on the damn thing. But here you go. You can watch it 2 minutes in.
All right.
We're in here. By the way, Paletta Man, I didn't think he would be fucking jacked. I didn't think that he'd be selling paletas and look just frolic. So shout out to the Paletta Man. I was like, oh my God, this guy.
He's so gay.
He's so gay.
He's so sad.
It's fine.
It's great,
We love it.
but it's just out loud.
Don't touch me.
And then the
Swallow my meat is. I can't believe Salvation let that ride.
Look at their shitty sign. I
Wow.
love it.
I had a lot. Mike's favorite thing, the trophies, obviously. A lot of trophies.
Are
out
you
there.
sure they're watching this, sir?
I am. Yes, I'm 90% sure
They're
now.
watching it.
Now they're watching it. The first
The
time
first
they were.
it wasn't. But now it's fun.
Yes, but again, it was a nice turnout, or as I should say, it was nice meeting everyone as well. I got a lot of bookies, and I was
They're not
looking
hearing the
around.
tune.
Oh, look at that! At least you can watch the
There's
video.
no sound.
You get the
Uh-oh.
gist. It's a great video.
see.
Go watch it on our YouTube shorts.
Yes,
All
go
right.
watch it there.
All right, bring us back. Bring us back. Have I mentioned that there's clearly a last in the
Yes.
rankings?
There is, but it's okay, you know.
No, it's not okay. It's not okay to fire off video with no sound. It's not okay to not have bits ready to roll. You know, that's the one thing that I will get mad at you on.
Wow.
I won't get mad at an opinion. I won't get mad. That's the thing. We have to deliver to the people
Oh well,
because it has our name on it.
you can go watch that video live on
All
the YouTube as well right now.
And can I complain about the technical setup, by the way? Since you're gonna call me high maintenance, I'm gonna be high maintenance.
It's
What's
okay.
technical
I
setup?
can never tell which one the people are seeing versus what we're seeing.
That's fair.
No, it's not fair. It's true. It's accurate.
Yeah, I mean the yellow box,
How do I tell what the people are seeing versus what we're seeing?
this little box.
The one at the bottom.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So did they hear the doom, doom, doom,
Apparently
doom,
not.
doom, doom, doom?
What?
You got to cue these things up in advance, sir. Now, I will say this. You're the busiest fucking producer I've
Yeah,
ever
you
worked
are.
with. He has more to do.
He does.
He's in charge of a lot. At the old radio station, I think Puma had like maybe 3 buttons to hit. That's it. That's why he was able to kick back and just fire off drops all day. Bookie's got the busiest fingers of any pilot I've ever seen,
Wow.
which makes me think we should consider would you benefit from someone else in here with you? Like Dan Patrick's got 7 fucking guys in there running his show.
More than that.
No. I will admit,
It'd
no,
just
it's
be
just
in the
more
way.
bodies. Yeah.
Huh?
They just be in the way.
No, you couldn't have one dude in here with you to help out?
No.
Because not having audio cued is an issue.
Oh, it's all right.
Would
You
you
know,
admit that?
admittedly, I don't have my
Okay.
laptop today because I'm a big donkey and I didn't bring it with me. And
Okay, and
so
that has
that
an
helps.
impact.
that
Okay.
definitely had an impact.
Well,
but
look, man, you ought to be mad at yourself. I mean, you took the time to roll on all that. You went home. You spent your Sunday putting
Sure.
that together.
yeah,
a good
I-
baby.
and that was
Your
after
baby.
the card show. Yes,
that was
yes.
your baby.
Damn, Andy did the card show.
By the way,
Yeah.
Johnny Manziel says hello.
Great. And
What up, Johnny?
Great. I'll bet none of the videos you made for Slaughter turn out shitty like that, where the video's not ready or the audio's not ready.
But the video is ready on the YouTube with audio.
Okay,
so-
very good. To go see the entire video of the Saturday wrap up in
Yeah.
its entirety.
Yeah,
Went
it's a
up
good
in-
video.
Bouquet that says that there is sound with that video, though.
Yes,
Jeez.
no, on the YouTube, it works fine.
What's up, Cohen Stokes? He came out to the. It was good to see Stokes out there this week. He was good. Came out and
What's
helped
up,
out,
Cohen?
did a bunch of stuff. And by the way, I try to say as hi to everyone that comes up. It's next to impossible, to like. I know I sound like an asshole now. It's next to impossible to chat with everybody, but I see the faces and I love y'all hard. I appreciate that.
Yes,
Yeah, man.
I definitely don't remember anyone's name either. So shout out to
It's
you
okay.
guys.
You met Stokes, you just don't know it.
Yeah,
You met 21 for Life Hall of Fame too. I think you know that.
yeah.
XX,
You also met Bernard Trefan. Do you remember that? You'll get the names in the
XX
faces.
Hustler too.
You'll get
Yeah,
them.
yeah,
You'll get
yeah.
'em.
I met all you guys. You guys
Alright.
were all nice.
And as
So,
I
yeah.
said, as I said the other day when we announced, all right, if y'all are willing to come out in the heat and spend the day with us in that boiling ass heat, maybe you'd be willing to come hang out with us in the AC. And that's our first live concert, June 21, at High Waves Church Event Center on the far west side off of I-90 on June 21st. Doors open at 5. Me and Rudy, a live performance, a live concert. All right, Slow Show brought to you in part also by Slackers Bar and Grill. We could not do it without all of our partners, and Slackers is as important as anybody. In 2013, they started the first Slackers. Now they
Damn.
have 5 locations. All 5 of those places have become in our city synonymous with good times, fun games, and great drinks, and good scene, and unbeatable sports action. It is
Great events, too.
Slackers Bar and Grill.
And they've told me that they're going to do something with us for our live show on June 21st.
Oh, I'd love
I
that.
talked to Frank, and
I would love that.
they're all in to do something. So
Outstanding. All right, that's it. Thank y'all, everybody. I appreciate it very much. We're efforting to get our setup fixed. We've made progress, and I feel like we're on the verge of fixing it
a breakthrough.
and putting a breakthrough. Yes. Our show hit the bridge, so to speak.
Damn.
And it wasn't our fault. But we are spearheading a mass effort to fix it. And I have full confidence by the close of business today that our ship will be full mast and full sail.
Won't lose power.
Back out to sea.
Yep.
Won't hit the bridge.
By the way, here's
yes, sir.
real quick.
Yeah.
5 copies. Michael Damos. Shout out to you. Great.
Did he
to see
write
you, Mike.
anything?
Great to see you, Mike. Meet you and Rudy. My first barbecue certainly won't be my last.
Thank you, Michael.
Look out for the miracles next year. And Drew Show. Shout out to you, Drew Show. Rudy J and Mike Taylor live at the Church Rec Center. Local sports radio with a Cheap Trick live ad. I don't know what any of these means here, but shout out to you, Drew. This was too long of a thing.
You've never heard of Cheap Trick, probably.
No, I don't know.
Take a screenshot, send it to me. We'll read it tomorrow. Make up for it. I'll tell you who Cheap Trick was.
Yeah.
All right, love y'all hard. See you in here tomorrow. Thank you, everybody.
I got to pee.
Me too.
Anthem TV, a free streaming digital community. With a click of a mouse or a tap on your phone, you have instant access to free TV shows, movies on demand, music, pay-per-view events, and so much more. Download Anthem TV on your smartphone, smart TV, or any streaming device and enjoy instant access. Subscribe and download Anthem TV today.